Round the Bay of Mexico, where the sun shines daily on a mountain top, I took a trip on a sailing ship. When I reached Jamaica, I made a stop. But I'm sad to say I'm on my way. Won't be back for many a days. My head is down, my head is turning around. I had to leave a little girl in Kingston town. That have been to the mountaintop. I've seen the glory land. I may not get there together with you, but together you will get there. I have seen the glory land. What I'm doing with the Uhuru, we are doing it for posterity for this country. It is not for Raila Ondinga. Raila Ondinga does not have to be the president of Kenya, but Kenya must have a good president. There must be structures that will ensure that the Kenya is being governed in a responsible manner. We are able to transform this country, to remove Kenya from poverty to prosperity. I bear scars of liberation with pride and embrace the blood, sweat and tears they cost me.
Is pregnancy possible 3 days after?
By the way, the tears from the torture chambers are still running, as you can tell from the handkerchief that never leaves my hand.
When ladies do ask this question,
for years, I was not allowed to speak to the other inmates. In fact, for 6 straight years, I did not sleep on a bed. For months on end, I was either held incommunicado, in solitary confinement, or handcuffed and in transit to the next prison or detention. Relatives died, including my blood mother and my own brother, and I never got the chance to say goodbye. I would not wish this torment upon anyone, not even my worst enemy. Together with my comrades who endured torture and survived those dark days of despair, we will never let Kenya degenerate down the road of terror. No, not on our watch, not on my watch. Ati Raila akiwa rais, Wajaluo watakutukojelea sisi. Itakuwa saa ile Mjaluo ukipata kama anakojoa, unataka kupita na kwambia, hey, simama, serikali bado inakojoa. I'm going to leave this for some other time. I'm trying to tell Kenyans, think as a Kenyan first, before you think as a member of the community here and there. I'm surprised all the times when I come here and people say they fear Raila. We have all the time been working together. Jaramogi is the one who stood up in parliament and said that Jomo Kenyatta and all those who detained with him were under the true leaders of Kenya. He was disowned by members who came from this region in parliament. Go and read the Hansard. But he went on and kept on saying Uhuru na Kenyatta until eventually Kenyatta was released. Kenyatta was released to Jaramogi. Jaramogi, who took Kenyatta to Gatundu, his home, he was released to Jaramogi's hands. Chukua hiyo Kenyatta yako. Deny. And Jaramogi and Kenyatta were one thing with independence. They only disagreed ideologically, not ethnically. Not because Jaramogi was a Luo or Kenyatta was a Kikuyu, no. And that is normal generally in politics. But then me, I've worked with members of this community for a long time. how we started with Kenneth Matiba, Kenya Football League, and organized soccer in this country. That Kenya became number one in the whole of this region. Kenneth Matiba. And when Kenneth Matiba was in trouble with Charles Rubia, he came to me and said, there's a problem here. These people want to arrest us. Only Jaramogi can save us. Arrange for us to meet Jaramogi. And arranged a meeting with Jaramogi, Matiba, and Rubia. And we talked there about how we can fight to change Section 2A and bring back multipartyism. And that's when we met after that meeting, we organized a Kamkunji. Matiba, Rubia, and yours truly were arrested and detained together. Where Rubia ended up being very sick, Matiba got a stroke, and so on and so forth. But we had worked together. We came out back here, we started a Ford. Kenya, Ford. Later on they came and split it into Ford Kenya and Ford Asili. But we had to work together with those people. Fast forward again, when the opposition was divided in 1992 and lost elections, Nyayos 34% against opposition's 66%. 97, we were not able to unite. We were defeated. 202, when the opposition was divided again, I said, Kibaki tosha. And I want to say that death is a necessary evil, and therefore there's no need to fear death. If you are sick, there are only two things that can happen to you. You will be treated and you will get well. You have nothing to fear. But if you don't recover, then you die, because you will either go to heaven or to hell. If you go to heaven, there's nothing to worry about. You will be okay. Even if you go to hell, there's nothing to worry about. You'll find so many of your friends. If you die, there's nothing to fear. Why? Because you'll either go to heaven or to hell. If you go to heaven, there's nothing to worry about. You'll be okay. Even if you go to hell, there's nothing to worry about. You'll find so many of your friends. So for a long time just greeting them, how are you? Before your time for the fire comes. So therefore, don't fear. You have nothing to fear as Kenyans. We will succeed in the long run.